Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. We are going to be ranking, or I guess I will be ranking, Platinums I got in 2025 because the year is almost over. As you can see, I did a pretty decent amount. I did 40 exactly, but I don't know if that is going to stay the same. I probably should have waited to make this, but I'm not. But I'm kind of working on a video in the background of, there's like the trend with platinum YouTubers about like playing games in their backlog. That's what I'll be doing. So like if you are looking forward to that, like these 3 games right here, they will be a part of the video, and I might try to do one more game just to boost my trophy completion rate, because it is very close to 60, and I really want to get it to 60% before the year is over. So I might try to squeeze in 1 or 2 more games, and like if anyone is like super curious, if I do hit it, I will like keep updates on like platinums and games I start. But anyway, here we have the tiers. We have platinum, which is going to be the best, like the best of the best. We have gold, which is games I enjoyed and thought were really good. We have silver, which is games I thought were average. We have bronze, which were honestly kind of mid. And we have no, which is games I never want to platinum again, or like just do. So before we start, let's get a quick word from our sponsor. So today's video is sponsored. Yes, we got a sponsor somewhat. We are partnered with Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink where you put it in some water, you shake it up, and you got yourself a delicious new drink. This is an energy drink with absolutely 0 sugar, 0 artificial dyes, no artificial colors, or any of that BS. This is something you drink to get laser focused in, lock in on whatever you're doing, whether it be gaming with the boys or gooning. I don't judge. 150 milligrams of caffeine to make you lock in, and it even benefits the brain with vitamins such as B and C. And how it's focused is with every serving, it equals up to $1 a serving. That is a good price. This is coming from someone who drinks these kind of drinks as well. And they basically have a flavor from everything from sweet and sour, cream, and even Japanese inspired drinks like yuzu flavor and Japanese soda. And they recently just had a collab with Chainsaw Man, which if you're a big fan of Chainsaw Man, I would highly recommend getting the cups because the cups are fire. And if you are interested in other anime, they have collabed with Solo Leveling, which not a big fan of Solo Leveling, haven't really watched anything, but the collab with Dubby is absolutely fire. Highly recommend that. So if you are interested, go on over to Dubby, use code GURNCHAN at checkout for 10% off, and thank you all for watching. And before we get like too into this, let me address that I'm not just ranking the platinum experience. I am ranking my overall enjoyment with the game, what I thought of the game, and the platinum experience. So now everything's out the way, let's get into it. We have the first plat I got in the year, which I think I got on, I think it was January 1st, and that is Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. So Toy Story 2, this is a PS1 classic. It is a 3D platformer collectathon, but there's not that many collectibles. You basically play as Buzz Lightyear, and it's a movie tie-in game with Toy Story 2. And like you go from like places that are in the game or from the movie. Like the first stage is Andy's like house, and I remember one stage is the toy store. That's kind of all I remember. I remember there was the Zerg fight in the elevator. That's kind of it. In my defense, I did play this basically a year ago, but I do remember it being quite fun. And another thing, I do remember I played this game when I was like really sick, so that was fun. I will give this silver. I think if I was really bored, I think I would platinum it again. Like, it really wasn't anything too crazy. Like, the trophies are easy. Like I said, it's kind of a collect-a-thon. You don't have to collect everything. So, yeah, that was nice. I like this. I would recommend it. Next up, we have Bloodwash, which is a PS1 style horror game, which I have heard a lot of people don't like. But I actually did like this when I played it, just because I played this is also like the second platinum I got. I did platinum both the PS4 and PS5 version, because it is like a super easy, like 1 hour or less if you know what you're doing. But like, I actually did like this. Like, I like the style this was. Granted, I do like Puppet Combo, which is the company that made this game and some other games. I just like their style of games somewhat, to like an extent. Like, I think it's nice to play one of their games every now and then, because their games usually are super similar. But personally, I'm gonna give this silver, but I know like a lot of people would give it like bronze or possibly like the bottom tier. Next up, we have Minecraft Story Mode. This was Platinum 200. This is one of my first ever like PlayStation Platinums. I did I think it was Platinum 3 back in 2018 or 2019. That was the PS4 version, and in 2025 I did the PS3 version. And honestly, I really like Minecraft Story Mode. Minecraft Story Mode is like one of my childhood games. I really like the story, despite like it is kind of cringe at some moments. It's kind of predictable. It's kind of lame. I really like it. You know, this is my tier list. I'm gonna give it platinum. If like I could platinum Minecraft Story Mode again, which I can't. I've platinumed the PS3 and 4 version, unless they like miraculously make a PS5 version or something. I won't be getting the platinum for this again. But if they ever do, I'm hopping on that ASAP. I like Minecraft Story Mode. I like Jesse. I like the crew. I like the Witherstorm. I like episodes 5 through 8. But I am not a big fan of episode 6, which is like the crossover episode with all the YouTubers. I thought that episode was a slog to like go through. Next up, we have Poppy Playtime. I did this on a stream. This game doesn't have a platinum. It's a 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and give it bronze. I didn't really like Poppy Playtime. I don't see the hype behind it. This is chapter 1. I haven't played chapter 2 or 3, and I don't plan on playing chapter 2 or 3 unless they like get put on PS Plus, which I doubt. But basically, it has like 5 trophies. It's to get like these collectibles and just beat the chapter. Super easy, super simple, done in like an hour, done in like 30 minutes if you have like a good enough guide. Next up, we have Still Wakes the Deep. This game is really good, but if you're a fan of the channel, this was like my big Halloween video, and I'm low-key like really disappointed that it flopped. Like, it barely got any views, but it reached a decent amount, so I'm not complaining or anything. But if you haven't seen the episode or the video of me platinuming this, I would recommend it. I am proud of it. And I did the DLC. I did the Siren Dress DLC. So, what is Still Wakes the Deep? Still Wakes the Deep is a horror game that is very inspired from The Thing. specifically John Carpenter's, which, holy hell, I didn't watch The Thing until like early November or like Halloween, because I remember like around that time I wanted to watch a horror movie, and I heard that Still Wakes the Deep was similar to The Thing, and I was like, huh, you know, I really like Still Wakes the Deep. Let me give this movie a try. And oh my god, John Carpenter's The Thing is a masterpiece. It is absolute cinema, and I'm not talking about the meme. The pacing's good, acting's good, story's good, everything, cinematography 10, everything's a 10 out of 10 in that movie. Oh my gosh. And Still Wakes the Deep, I don't think Still Wakes the Deep is as good as The Thing, but I do think Still Wakes the Deep is damn good, so I will give it gold. I think okay, the one thing holding Still Wakes the Deep, in my opinion, I did not care for Siren's Rest. I thought Siren's Rest was super unnecessary, and like if they were going to do another story, I think they could have literally took it in any other direction except how it went. And I thought Siren's Rest was just like, it was a very boring like 2 hours. So yeah, I think if Siren's Rest wouldn't have been in the game or required for the 100%, I damn near think it would be in Platinum. Next up, we have Marvel Rivals. So, Marvel Rivals is a double-edged blade on this tier list. So, some of my best gaming experiences with like friends and family have been on this game this year, where I have dropped like almost 300 hours on this game, playing all the different characters. Like, I have Lord Emma, I have Lord Psylocke, Luna, Cloak and Dagger. I'm forgetting someone. Oh, Mr. Fantastic. That's who. That's another video I made. But, like, it's all fine and dandy. Like, this is one of the games, like, I occasionally get on with the boys and we all play. But the Platinum experience for this game is hell. I did not enjoy going for a majority of the Platinum, or the trophies. There are some easy ones. There are some brutal ones that require a lot of skill. And just, I think about Marvel Rivals with me, there is a select group of characters I just cannot play, like Spider-Man, Black Panther. I can't play those kind of characters. And there's just like a trophy for every base game, so you have to like go out of your way and play them. And I just did not like that. But I did do almost every single trophy legit, except like the last like 5 to 7. So I think I'm actually going to put this in silver. But like, if we were just to be talking about like how much fun I had and how much I like these games, Marvel Rival would probably be in gold. Next up, we have Sonic Colors Ultimate. Fuck Sonic Colors Ultimate. This game, oh my gosh. So, at the very start of the year, in February, this became a free game on PS Plus. And little backstory on little Gurren-chan. This is one of my childhood games. This was one of the first ever games I beat on the Wii. And for nostalgic sake, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll play it. And at first, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna play this for fun. I'm not gonna go after any trophies. I'm not gonna go for the platinum. I don't platinum Sonic games. I don't like the platinums for Sonic games. So, I beat the game, and I just uninstall it for a few months. And around like June or July, I think, I reinstalled the game. Wait, no, it's past June and July. It was like August or September. I reinstalled to go after the Platinum, and holy hell, I do not want to do another Sonic game anytime soon. Or maybe I might, I just don't want to do another mid-Sonic game, because holy hell, I did not have, like, fun, like, actually going for the Platinum. I hated going for all the red rings, and some of the stages, getting the S rank on them, were just so trash. Specifically, the one planet where it's like construction, like I don't remember the name of the zones, but like it's the planet where the rocket is introduced. Just so annoying. Was it really that bad? Do I want to give it no? I'm gonna give it bronze, because like my first playthrough, like when it came free on PS Plus, it was kind of fun. Just going for the Platinum, hell no. Like, I wouldn't recommend it. Just actually, I am gonna put it no. I'm petty. I'm petty. Yeah, fuck Sonic Colors. This game is mid. It's trash. Sonic Colors. If you want to play Sonic Colors, get a Wii. Play that. Do not play Sonic Colors Ultimate. Trash. Next up, we have Mortal Kombat 1. So, Mortal Kombat 1 might be a controversial one, because from what I hear a lot of people say it's mid and they don't really like it. Personally, I had fun with Mortal Kombat 1, and to a certain extent, to a certain point, I was actually really enjoying the story. I was loving the story up to the point that it became like a multiverse thing. The moment it became like a multiverse story, I just stopped caring. But before that, I thought this was really good. I really liked the idea of how the universe got rebooted. It was just really good. And I'm really glad my boy Reptile finally got some time in the spotlight, finally getting some canonical wins. Maybe one day Ermac will get that treatment, but I don't think it'll be anytime soon. The only thing I dislike about this game is I forgot what it's called, but it's basically the conquest mode of this game, where you run around a board and just do like fights on repeat. That alone took like 10 hours, and like getting all the trophies for that, I then had to wait in real time like a week or two to wait for this thing called a Titan battle to appear. And I'm gonna put it in gold still. Like, despite my like problems with like those like the conquest mode trophies and the Titan battle, I really liked it, and I did get some like W's on online play, so that was nice. Next up, we have a game called Once Again. This is basically a visual novel-esque game where you play as a boy who is like growing up throughout the years and remembers about his deceased mother and like things they did. Nothing crazy, I can't lie. You basically just press X the whole game. I gotta give it bronze. I did this for 10 platinums in 10 days. You know, let me put these games together. I'll do like all these games like pretty fast. Is that everything? Okay, yeah, here we got every game from, you know what, here we got every game from how many platinums can I get in a week, where I did 10 games. Once again, I'm gonna give bronze. I mean, I would recommend it if it's on sale and you want like an easy platinum. Super easy, done in like an hour. Speaking of games that are done in an hour, Titan Chaser, no. I went into Titan Chaser with such high expectations. Maybe that's my fault. I thought this was going to be a open world game where you drive around and basically just like survive. I thought this was going to be a survival game where you're in a car and you have to drive around like titans or kaijus. Holy hell, that is not what I got. I got a mid walking driving simulator where you occasionally have to do something like stupid to get a trophy. This, just no. Genuinely just no. Next up, we have a short hike. Now, this is going to be controversial because I know a lot of people like this game. I didn't. I'm also putting this in no. I don't know. Like, I really just did not like a short hike. One, this is like a 5-hour platinum where you just run around the map. It's a collectathon. I don't like collectathons for the most part. And I did this for the sole fact that it's like done in a day. And when I was done, I was so relieved that I didn't have to play it anymore. And maybe it was just the guide I was watching, but the guide I was watching, like, was super confusing. He was like all over the place at all times, and I had to like constantly be pausing the guide just to catch up to like where he's at, and then like do what he does. I never want to do it again. I know, like, these games, I never just want. Every game I know is going to be a game I just never want to play again. Except for Sonic Colors. Like, I don't want to play Sonic Colors Ultimate, but I wouldn't mind playing the OG Sonic Colors. Next up, we have the Grey Hill Incident. This is a 3D, like, stealth / shooter / survival where you play in like this small town that is getting raided by aliens. This is a jank game. Let me go ahead and start by saying that this is a jank game. This is not like by any means like a well-polished, like, good game, but I still really enjoyed this. I'm gonna give it C. You know, I don't really care about keeping things in order, so I think in silver, Marvel Rivals, Grey Hill. Yeah, this is good. These two can stay. This can stay like this. Yeah, I would say I like still Pixel Deep over Mortal Kombat, but back to Grey Hill Incident. I did it like all these other games I did. How many platinums can I get in a week? I really enjoyed this. The story, the gameplay was okay. I didn't like the stealth sections. The trophies weren't too crazy, but I would do this again. Honestly, I really like this. Next up, we have Fears the Fathom Ironbark Lookout. This is kind of like this is like a more advanced version of Blood Wash, like design and gameplay wise. So you play as a guy who gets a job at this lookout, and like you slowly stumble upon a cult, and the cultists try to kill you with like creepy things going on. And it is Fears the Fathom, where it's like it's real events or whatever. I don't get scared easily, so this didn't scare me. But I do like horror games, and I did like Ironbark Lookout, and I do one day want to play the other Fears the Fathom games. I am going to put this in silver, under Grey Hill, above Blood Wash. Next up, we have Venba. This is a story about an immigrant family moving to Canada, where they like try to build a life for their son, who like goes through like all these like eras, like the teenage era. I remember being kind of rude. And one thing that stays the same throughout the years is that the family cooks together, and it continues from there. It's pretty good, like emotionally. Like there's some stuff that happens, like spoiler alert. I'll give you like a few seconds if you're really curious and like want to play it. So the dad dies, and basically like the mother and son have to come to terms with it, and they like learn to reconnect over cooking. it wasn't really my thing, honestly. I will put it in top of bronze. Like, it wasn't bad. It's just, like I said, it wasn't my thing. I did like it though. I like the art style. It was pretty good. Next up, we have Viewfinder. This is a 3D puzzle game where you basically like warp reality to do puzzles. A lot of people really like this game. I kinda did. Like, I like the beginning, but I think the game, for what it is too long. But please take this with a grain of salt. I don't really like puzzle games, but I will put it in C. I'll put it above Fears to Fathom. Yeah, yeah. This is looking good. This is looking good. Next up, we have Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale game, not the one that came out years later. So, I like Telltale games. That's not something I'm afraid to admit, and I know like the Telltale games are easy plats. But I really like Guardians of the Galaxy. I am gonna put it in platinum, but I also really like this iteration of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Guardians in general is like my favorite like Marvel team, maybe one of my favorite like comic book teams in general. Star-Lord is one of my favorite Marvel characters. I like Rocket and Groot. I like Drax. Mantis in this game, I thought this was a W iteration of her. Gamora was kind of cool in this game. So, yeah, it was nice. And I was also kind of surprised to hear that Star-Lord is voiced by Lucas from Minecraft Story Mode. And when I heard that, I was like a fucking ape whose neuron activated. Next up, we have Sagebrush. This is a kind of 3D horror. Like, it's not a horror, it's more of like a mystery. This is bronze. I'll put this like above the other two because it does have like some gameplay. I really like the art style, but this is a game based off the real like event. I forgot what it's called, but it's like the controversial event that like the cult like the Christian cult that like drunk like poison. Yeah, my bad. I'll put like on the screen like what it's called. I just can't remember for the life of me. But it's really interesting, and like this game does go on sale a lot for like 50 cents. So like if you do want like a free, easy, not free, just an easy platinum, almost free, I would recommend it. Next up we have Indica. This is a psychological horror game where you play as a nun whose life is like slowly like going down the drain. Like no one likes her, everyone treats her different, and like eventually she leaves the cathedral and like goes on like a crusade with this guy to find like this holy relic. And I really like the start of this game, because the start of this game is much more psychological, and like halfway through the game, not even halfway through, like at like the first quarter mark of the game, they kind of just drop the psychological stuff until the end of the game, which, I mean, this isn't a bad game. I did like this. I'll put this in silver. It's about like these three games, Grey Hill, Viewfinder, Indica, I enjoyed them like the same. So, yeah. I would recommend Indica though. Indica is on PS Plus, so I would recommend that. Same with Poppy Playtime, that's all. And Mortal Kombat. Oh, and Still Wakes the Deep. Yeah, Still Wakes the Deep was added recently. So like if you are interested in any of these platinums, check them out on PS Plus. Next up we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven. I'm a big JoJo's fan, if you couldn't like tell by the channel and like everything on it. So I had to do Eyes of Heaven eventually. I did All-Star Battle R. And this is pretty unique. It has its own story. It's a 3D fighter, kind of like J-Force or Jump Force. No, not Jump Force. The game before Jump Force, I think it was called like Jump Stars Versus. I think that's it. It's kind of like that, but with just JoJo's. So this was pretty good. I'm gonna give this. Okay, I don't know about gold. I will put it in silver, just below Rivals. So with JoJo's Eyes of Heaven, let me give some background. I bought this from a seller who told me this was a North American copy, and when I got it, it was a European copy that works on any console. So to get this game's online trophies, I had to play with someone from Spain, and the lag was horrible. 5 online matches took like almost an hour. It was just genuinely crazy. And this game has 2 things. It has the story mode, and it has something called missions. And the missions, there is like over 50 of them, and it's just simple fights with like requirements. And I just remember just not having fun at all with those. And I also didn't like the Derby, like poker mini games. I thought those were pretty mid. But yeah, this is like a decent JoJo's game. Would I recommend the Platinum? Just make sure you have a North American copy. And yeah, have fun with it. The roster's pretty good. It's got this game has more Part 8 characters than All-Star Battle R, so that's interesting. Next up, we have Game of the Year 2024 Astrobot, which, no glaze, top of Platinum. This is my Platinum of the Year. This is like my favorite Platinum of the Year. This was such an amazing game, which I can see why this won Game of the Year 2024. Because it is just so good. The platforming levels are really good, even the harder ones, like especially like the final level. And this is a game that I went out of my way to do all the trophies, even getting 100%, and I still had fun. I even did this super hard DLC. It's like the Vicious Void 2, which I had a lot of fun doing that as well. This is a game, if I could, I would platinum again. And just in general, just like I would play again because of how much fun it is and all the cameos. And this is like, I am also like looking out for whenever it does get updated with like more levels and more trophies. And I do look forward to seeing like what other bots they add. Next up, we have Peace Out Avatar. This is slop, free, easy platinum. Next up, we have Emily Wants to Play. This is like Poppy Playtime. Doesn't have a platinum. I'm gonna put this in bronze, where I didn't hate it, but this is a game I played years ago in 2018 and decided to go for all the trophies that clean up my completion rate. And it's basically like you just have to survive like every hour, with like a new hour being like a new monster. Like I know at like 12 it's like a little girl, 1 it's a clown, 4 a.m. it's all monsters, and 5 it's getting out the house. And there's like a few miscellaneous trophies that you can just easily get. Next up, we have Persona 4 Dancing All Night. This is the Japanese or the Asian version. So this is the first ever game I did completely in Japanese, and I love Persona 4 and Persona 4's music. I'm going to give this a gold, and this would be something I could just keep platinuming until like I just eventually do all versions, because Persona 4 is the best Persona. It's got the best cast, in my opinion, and I really enjoy the story. And in my humble opinion, I do think Persona 4 has the best music out of the games, which is why you hear them in my videos so often. Next up, we have Titanfall 2. This is a game I played back in 2022 or 2021, and I recently picked up a copy at GameStop for like $4, and I decided to go back for the Platinum. I'm gonna give it Platinum. Actually, yeah. You know what? Just under Astro Bot. I really enjoyed going for the Platinum in Titanfall 2. Basically, all I had to do was get the collectibles and beat the game campaign on Veteran, or the hardest difficulty. And I did have to do like one online trophy, but it was super easy. And the online in this game, I actually really enjoyed this. And I kind of have a soft spot for going for this game's Platinum, because when I was doing this, I was watching BoJack Horseman, which is a very, very, very good show, by the way. Highly recommend it. But another thing I would recommend is the Platinum for Titanfall 2, because it is peak. This is a peak campaign. Like, trophies are like very rewarding, and I even did the gauntlet, like get top 3 in the gauntlet like pretty fast. It took me like, I know I did it in under an hour or just an hour. So highly recommend Titanfall 2. Next up, we have Star Wars Racer. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I like this, and I do want to platinum more Star Wars games. I'm gonna give this top of bronze. I did this at the very beginning of the year, so I don't really remember that much. I do remember thinking that this game went on for too long. And there was one trophy that was kind of annoying, where it's like, it's something to do with building your pod. I think it's something along the lines of like building the best possible pod, or like buying all the upgrades. But it's pretty mid. I remember there was like a meme character that came from this game, so that's nice. Next up, we have Life is Strange True Colors. So this is a game I've platinumed before. I did the PS4 version this time. So why did I do it again? I'm not a big fan of Life is Strange True Colors. So for context, Life is Strange True Colors PS5 was my 99th platinum, and I decided for Life is Strange True Colors PS4 to be my 199th platinum, and I do think Platinum 299 is going to be Life is Strange 1 Remastered, or Life is Strange 1 on the PS3, whichever one I can get my hands on faster. But this is okay. I'm gonna give this bronze, like top of bronze. Like, it's an okay game. I just don't like, I think out of all the Life is Strange, this is like on the lower scale. I do like the setting of the story. I just don't really like the characters. But not much really anything to say about it. I mean, it's easy. I also don't like the main character's like superpower. Like in Life is Strange 1, we had Max who could see the future. No, she could rewind time. I'm an idiot. Max could rewind time. Life is Strange 2, we had Daniel who could who had like, he had telekinesis, and we have Loki, don't remember her name, but we have True Colors girl who can see people's emotions. Yeah, pretty mid. I do have Life is Strange Double Exposure, so I am looking forward to playing that at some point. So, yeah. Next up, we have the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. At the very start of the year, this is a PS Plus game, and oh my gosh, platinum. You know what? I like this more than Titanfall 2. The Stanley Parable is such a fun, funny, intriguing game. I love this game. And it's short too. Like, I like these shorter, like, easier games. But there is a trophy to, like, leave the game on for 24 hours. And there is, like, a trophy to, like, never play, like, not play the game for 10 years. Which, maybe if I, like, start the PS4 version, I might try to go for that legit. But I was not trying to do that now. At that point, I was working, like, a very hard schedule. So, I didn't want to wait, like, 10 years. And I just love the game. Like, honestly, like, I genuinely think about it every so often to just play the PS4 version. So maybe if I played PS4, I could stream it or like do something of a let's play. Let me know if y'all be interested in that. Next up, we have Death Note Killer Within. Fuck this game, no. This game is like, let me just. You see, the thing is, I enjoyed it like more than all of these games, but it's still like. Actually, no, I enjoyed Sonic. Like, yeah, just no. This game is Death Note Among Us. And I remember this game just being so, like, bad. And it was mainly the player base's fault. Because, like, people just did not listen to me in this game. I would swear, like, I would know who Kira was, and just no one would believe me, and I would always get killed a lot, and just like the grind to get like, I think it's like 100 investigation team wins. Oh my god, that took forever, to the point where I was AFK in games and just hoping I was getting investigation team and just hoping my team would just lock in. So I never want to play it again until, well, one day I'm going to have to play it again because they have added trophies that have ruined my 100%, and they're probably going to keep adding trophies that would just ruin my 100% even more. And from what I hear about this game is dead and full of hackers, so I have no intent on going back to this game anytime soon. Next up, we have Spyro the Dragon. This was a fun game. I'm gonna give this bottom of gold. So, Spyro the Dragon was a game I played originally back in 2019, where I got my 100th trophy playing this. And years later, I had to rebuy the game, and I decided to go for the platinum on the first game. I remember I started the second game like pretty soon after I platinumed the first, and just didn't want to do it. So I mean, I didn't get a trophy on the second one, so it's all good, but I really like the first one, except those damn gliding or flying levels. Didn't enjoy those at all. Next up, we have Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings. This is a PS2 classic where you play as Indiana Jones, and I like Indiana Jones. So this was kind of like a cool game. It's kind of like a shooter, like treasure hunting, kinda linear level game. I don't really know how to explain it. I will give this bottom of silver, but this is short. It's like 3 hours. You don't really need a guide. You just need like a collectible guide, and there's not that many. And I remember the level design being kind of nice, actually. I did like it. I do remember the last level being kind of annoying, where it's like you're driving on this motorcycle like down the split like ocean, and I remember there wasn't any checkpoint, so if you die at like any point, you have to restart the whole like thing. Next up, we have Dexter. This is a PSP classic game. I like Dexter. I'm gonna give this. I am gonna give this silver though. Alright, I liked it more in Blood Wash. I did like. Alright, yeah. This seems like a good spot. Fun fact: I have never played Jak and Daxter, So I just randomly decided to play Dexter because I heard that this is like an easy, fun play, and it is fun and easy. I like the levels, and I did like Dexter's dream sequences and how his dreams are. They're like all like parroting something. Like I know his first dream parodies The Matrix, where you have to like dodge bullets. All his dreams are parodies, and his first dream like parodies The Matrix, and they're all mini games as well. But yeah, this is pretty fun, and like if you want like a PSP classic game, this is probably the best one that I've played so far. Granted, I haven't played that much. Next up, we have Demon Slayer: The Hinokami Chronicles 1. This is like every other anime arena fighter. I'm not gonna lie, I blanked out for most of this game. And I do remember there was one fight that was super annoying, specifically Rengoku versus Akaza. Did not like that fight at all. I think I will give this top of bronze. Yeah, I can say that, yeah. Nothing too crazy. Next up we have Twisted Metal 1. Hell no. Bottom. Yes, I'm putting this below Peace Out Avatar. I did not like Twisted Metal. This is a PS1 classic. Oh my god. The controls are so horrible. I know this is a PS1 game. I don't care. Did not have a lick of fun. I wanted this to be done the moment I started it. And I basically had to force myself to play this. I am never playing a Twisted Metal game. Like, I'm not playing any of the other classic Twisted Metals unless there is just a button you can press to get the platinum. Screw Twisted Metal. Another game that can be screwed. After Us. I'm gonna put this between A Short Hike and Titan Chaser. Screw After Us. This is another game. This is a game where you don't get a trophy for the first 30 minutes, and the moment I got my first trophy, I wanted it to be done. So I went into this game thinking this was going to be like Journey, which Journey is a good, really, really good, like, PlayStation Network game, and I've like always wanted to play another game like it, so I decided to check out After Us, which they look similar, but After Us is so trash. I did not have a lick of fun playing this. I'm pretty sure this is something where I like... Oh yeah, another thing. The only reason I went back to platinum this, because I had started this in March, and I didn't platinum it until like May or June. I only went back and platinum this because it was going to be leaving PS Plus, and I knew that I did not want to buy this game. So I sat down one night and forced myself to play it. Oh my gosh, probably my worst gaming experience of the year. And this single player game, let me say that one more time. This single player game has an online trophy, which the concept for the online trophy is really good. It is a thing called the Garden, where every player who beats the game can connect to the internet and plant a seed that grows into a tree in this giant open area. But here's the catch. Only one person at a time can be in this garden. It took me 2 hours to get into that damn garden. I'm being dead serious. Just thinking about how mid this game was is getting me... I'm knocking it down. Worst game I platinumed all year. Oh my gosh. Please, like, the developers of this game, if you're listening, no hate to you. No hate. Just please lock in with the next game or go back and patch this game. This is another thing. I'm ranting. I'm sorry. But this game is another game that went on for way too long. And it just has so many collectibles. I think it has over like 100 collectibles. So I'm done talking about it. Worst game I platinumed all year. Next up we have Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I'm gonna give this gold. Yeah, gold. So if you don't know what Crash Bandicoot is, they're like platforming games that are like hard, but Crash 3 was pretty easy, mainly due to all the vehicle levels, because there's just straight up some levels where you cannot die, like the levels where it crashes on a motorcycle. Like, you cannot die in those at all. But I do think out of the Crash Insane Trilogy, I do think that this is the worst game. But I also do think Crash 1 is the best. And another fun fact, I did Future Tense, which is a DLC level for this game, and I got the 100%. And yeah, I also had like, in terms of like the other Crash games, I had the least amount of fun doing like the relics and like the time trials. So yeah, Crash 1 on top. One of these days, I will get around to doing Stormy Ascent. That's the name of the Crash 1 DLC level. Next up, we have Minecraft Story Mode Season 2. Now, this may sound crazy, as at the start, I was glazing Minecraft Story Mode Season 1. I did not enjoy Season 2 that much, but I am still going to give it silver. I'm going to put it under Indica, above Daxter. It's very like middle of the tier list. I like that. It's very fitting. So this is a continuation of Season 1, where basically all the characters have retired from adventuring except Petra, and she comes back wanting to go on a new adventure, and that's basically what this is a new adventure, where you fight the admin, who is God, and yeah, just like, what else can you say? Just scrap Minecraft Movie 2, give us Minecraft Story Mode Season 3, where Herobrine is a character. Next up, we have Thank Goodness You're Here. I didn't like this one. Honestly, I am gonna give this bronze. Yeah, around here. So this is like a easy 2D puzzle kind of game that is very like British humor. It's not bad. There was some things that like put a smile on my face. It never like made me bust out laughing or anything. But for what it is, like, I'm sure if I was from England or somewhere in Britain, I would have loved this game. It's just, its humor is not my thing. I do like the art style though. Next up, we have While We Wait Here. I really liked this game. I am gonna give it gold, at least. Yeah, bottom of gold, actually. That's a good spot for it. So, this is a game where the world is ending and you're running a diner. It's very psychological. It's very, like, well, it's not even anything else. It's just psychological, honestly. Basically, you can either work as a waiter or a waitress running a diner while the world is ending, and you basically make people's orders and help them with their problems. But I'm not holding it back in gold. Like, I'm not gonna give it platinum, but I did run into a big problem while playing this game, and I am kind of salty about it. But like, halfway through the game, there was like a section where I couldn't do it, and it took like 3+ resets to get it to work. And yeah, that's just something I'm a little salty about. But this is a good game. It's cheap. It's easy. Would recommend. Next up, we have Cat Quest 3. This is the end of the Cat Quest trilogy, which I do have all 3 of them. So, this is definitely the best Cat Quest, like, in terms of, like, design and whatnot. But, in my opinion, Cat Quest 1 will always be the best Cat Quest game. And I actually did not like 3 as much as 1 and 2. But I do think this is a pretty good game, and this is going to be added to PS Plus this December, so I would recommend playing it if you are curious. But I am going to give this silver. I think I'm going to put this just on... I did like it more in Dexter. Yeah, proud of this. And last, we have a game I did yesterday, Spirit of the North. I heard good things about this game, but I'm not gonna lie, I did not really care for this. When I was playing this, I just turned my brain off and watched Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days. So, I'm gonna put this in bronze. I'm gonna put this here. So, that's it. I'm pretty proud of this list. I wouldn't say there's anything to change. As you can see, I did a good bit of like games I somewhat enjoyed. And I'm proud of the games I played in this year. I didn't do anything crazy, I know. Personally, I don't enjoy going for like crazy, like hard games, but I do want to do at least one crazy hard game for 2026, maybe. And I do want to aim for more platinums in 2026, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if I do get any more platinums, and I will like keep updates on my completion rate in case like I do hit 60 before the year's over. So with that, thank you all for watching. Check out my Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Use code GURENCHAN for 10% off on all W products. And with that, I will see you all in the next video.